A player is clean through on goal. One defender is chasing him. One goalkeeper is waiting. One touch decides everything. If he scores, his country moves closer to the trophy. If he misses, the match may never give him that chance again. That is the knockout stage. It is not just another part of the World Cup. It is the moment the tournament stops forgiving you. In the group stage, football gives you room to breathe. You can lose once, you can draw, you can recover. You can depend on another result in another stadium. It is messy, but it has a safety net. The knockout stage removes the safety net. No points, no table, no second match against the same opponent. One game, one result, one team survives. Here's exactly how it works. After the group stage, the surviving teams are placed into a bracket. The bracket is the tournament map. It tells every team what route they might take to the final. You do not choose your opponent. You earn your position, then the bracket does the rest. Finish higher in your group, and your path is supposed to be better. Supposed to be. Football enjoys making that sentence look stupid. The first knockout round is where the tournament changes shape. Before this, teams are trying to collect points. Now they are trying to avoid death. That sounds dramatic. It is also literally the format. Lose one match, and your World Cup is over. The flight home is booked. The cameras find the crying fans, the manager explains nothing for 5 minutes. Everyone pretends they understand. A knockout match starts like any other match. 11 against 11, 90 minutes, 2 halves. Stoppage time, the same ball, the same pitch. But the pressure is completely different. In a league match, a mistake can cost you 3 points. In a group match, it can damage your position. In knockout football, one mistake can erase 4 years of work. That is why the game often feels tighter. Teams protect the center more carefully. Fullbacks do not fly forward every time. Midfielders think twice before trying the risky pass. Center backs do not just defend the striker, they defend the future. Every decision has a shadow behind it. If this pass fails, where is the counterattack? If this press gets broken, who is covering the space? The goalkeeper comes out and misses, who saves the season? Casual viewers sometimes think knockout football is just normal football with bigger crowds. It is not. It is a different risk system. In the group stage, a team can gamble because there is another match coming. In the knockout stage, the next match only exists if you earn it. That changes how teams attack, how they defend, and how much fear they carry into every touch. The scoreline controls everything. At 0-0, both teams are balancing ambition and survival. Score first, and the match bends toward you. Now the opponent has to chase. They push more players forward. They leave more space behind. The winning team can defend deeper, counterattack faster, and force the other side to take the risk. One goal does not end the match. It changes the entire logic of the match. But going ahead creates its own problem. Protect the lead too early, and you invite pressure. Keep attacking too wildly, and you give the opponent the space they need. That is the knockout trap. Every safe choice can become dangerous. Every brave choice can become stupid. The line between genius and disaster is usually one misplaced pass. If the match is level after 90 minutes, it goes to extra time. 30 more minutes. 2 halves of 15. The clock does not reset the pressure. It adds to it. By this point, players are tired. Their legs are heavy. Their minds are slower. The spaces get bigger, but the courage to use them gets smaller. This is where you see the real cost of knockout football. Extra time is not just more football. It is football with exhaustion added. A defender who has made the correct run for 92 minutes might arrive half a second late in the 103rd. A striker who pressed all night might not have the legs to finish one final chance. A midfielder who has controlled the match might suddenly give the ball away in the one place he cannot give it away. The game does not need a big mistake. Sometimes it only needs a tired one. Managers also change. Substitutions become a puzzle. Do you bring on a fresh attacker and try to win before penalties? Do you bring on a defensive player and protect the draw? Do you save a substitute for a penalty taker? Do you remove a tired star who might still produce one moment? Every move says something. Every move can be blamed later. And then there is the thing everyone fears: penalties. A penalty shootout looks simple. 5 players from each team, 1 kick each, 12 yards. Goalkeeper on the line, ball on the spot, kick it in. That is the whole job, except it is not. The player is not just kicking a ball. He is carrying a country, a career, and a lifetime of replays that have not happened yet. The first 5 penalties are structured. Team A takes 1. Team B takes 1. Back and forth. If one team becomes impossible to catch before all 5 are taken, the shootout ends early. If both teams are level after 5 each, sudden death begins. One team scores, the other misses, and that is it. No build-up, no recovery, no second phase. One kick ends everything. That is why penalties feel cruel. Football is a team sport for 120 minutes. Then it becomes an individual exam in front of the entire world. The goalkeeper guesses. The taker chooses. Both pretend they are calm. Nobody is calm. The best penalty is not always the hardest shot. It is the shot taken by the player who can still think when thinking has become almost impossible. Goalkeepers study patterns. Some takers always open their body. Some wait for the goalkeeper to move. Some hit power. Some go for the corner. The goalkeeper is trying to read hips, eyes, run-up foot angle, and fear. The taker is trying to hide all of it. This is not luck, but luck is invited. The strange part is that the shootout can rewrite the match. A team can defend for 120 minutes, create almost nothing, survive every attack, and win on penalties. Another team can dominate the ball, create more chances, hit the post twice, and go home. In knockout football, being better does not always matter. Being alive at the final whistle matters. This is how upsets happen. A weaker team does not need to be better for a month. It only needs to be better, or luckier, or more disciplined for one match. They can block the center, they can slow the rhythm, they can make the favorite cross from bad angles. They can drag the match into extra time. Then penalties turn the favorites' superiority into a coin with better branding. That is why the knockout stage is dangerous for everyone. Big teams do not get protected by reputation. Historic shirts do not defend corners. Ballon d'Or winners still miss penalties. Coaches with perfect plans still watch one deflection ruin everything. The bracket does not care who should win. It only records who did. The bracket itself creates another hidden system. Your opponent is not the only opponent. Your path matters. One side of the bracket might be full of giants. The other might open up because one favorite crashed early. A team can play brilliantly and still run into the worst possible matchup. Another can survive chaos and suddenly see a route nobody expected. This is why finishing first in the group matters, but never guarantees peace. Matchups matter more than rankings. A possession team may hate facing a compact counter-attacking side. A fast winger may destroy a slow fullback. A team built for crosses may suffer against 3 dominant center backs. Knockout football exposes these edges because there is no time to average them out. Over a league season, the better system usually rises. Over one match, the wrong matchup can end you. The quarterfinals are where the tournament starts to feel small. 8 teams left. Every match has a semifinal on the other side. By now, nobody is here by accident, even if some people still say they are. The pressure changes again. Teams can see the trophy, but they are still far enough away to lose everything quietly. The semifinals are worse. 4 teams left, 1 win from the final. This is the round where players start to look like they understand the size of the moment. Nobody wants to be the team that almost got there. Losing in the semifinal is not failure in a normal sense. It just feels like it because the final is close enough to touch. The losing semifinalists usually play a third-place match. It is strange. 2 teams who just lost the match they truly wanted now have to play again. For some players, it matters. For others, it is the longest extra assignment in sport. But the final is the point. 2 teams, 1 match, no bigger bracket left, no next opponent, no saving energy. Everything the tournament has built is poured into 90 minutes, or 120, or 1 kick. This is why the knockout stage creates the memories people keep. Not because it always produces the best football. Sometimes it does not. Sometimes it is tense, cautious, ugly, and full of fouls. but it produces the clearest stakes. You always know what the match means. You do not need a table. You do not need goal difference. You do not need another stadium's result. You only need the score. The hidden system is pressure. The format turns every normal football action into something heavier. A throw-in is not just a restart, it is a chance to lose territory. A corner is not just a set piece, it is a national emergency in the box. A yellow card is not just discipline, it changes how a defender can tackle for the rest of the night. A missed chance is not just a missed chance, it may be the chance. Once you understand knockout football, you watch differently. You stop asking why a team is being cautious. You see the risk calculation. You stop treating penalties like a random bonus round. You see the mental contest. You stop thinking the best team is safe. Nobody is safe. That is the point. The group stage tells you who deserves to continue. The knockout stage asks who can survive when deserving is not enough. One mistake, one save, one run, one whistle, one kick. That is the World Cup at its sharpest.